Deathlings by Ellery Fenn, read by the author. Chapter 1, Corrie. There was only one thought in my head when I woke. I was dead. Gravel crunched beneath me, digging into my palms as I pushed myself to a sitting position. The moon gazed down like a lonely eye and cast its light over the tall grass that surrounded me. A dark forest loomed to my side. My head hurt. My arms hurt. Agony coursed through every part of me, desperately vying for my attention. Pain consumed me. A car passed. I recognized the road and the forest, but had no memory of how I knew them. I struggled to my feet, weighed down by a blood-stained dress. I was dead. This much I knew and little else. How I came to be lying by the road in a white dress was a mystery to me. How I was able to think, to move, to see and feel, all lost. My memory was locked in the grey matter of my mind and refused to give up her secrets. Pain shot through my legs and back as I took an unsteady step toward the forest. I grit my teeth and stumbled into the woods. The long skirt caught on the underbrush, throwing me down. I growled in frustration and pushed against the confines of fabric until the shoulder seams tore and I spilled onto the cold ground. Frost creeped across my skin. The earth was solid and large beneath me, as though I could feel the entire planet. I hastily stood and rubbed my stinging arms. Every sensation shocked me with its severity. The mottled purple-gray of my skin was barely covered by the thin slip I wore. Scratches covered my hands, and 2 fingernails were disconnected. I ripped them off. The breeze was vicious on the raw skin beneath. A deep breath did nothing to steady me. There was no relief in the action. No fog of breath formed before me. My temperature was the same as the air and ground. My heart was still. I clenched my fists and concentrated on my clumsy barefooted steps. The forest swallowed me, drew me into its comforting arms. The night wasn't as silent as I first thought. My ears pricked to rustling in the bushes, distant owls, my own uncertain tread. Ferns and moss covered every surface, the brightest green I'd ever seen. The only green I'd ever seen, verdant even in the dark. Green overhead, green beneath, and green on every side. Each leaf reflected moonlight. Each plant waved in the breeze. The sight tore through me, painful in its intensity. The cold smell of trees and soil was interrupted by another scent that rushed into me like a river. It was the most powerful of all the sensations I'd felt, and the most pleasurable. The unrecognizable odor sparked a conflagration in my mind and body and excited every inch. My legs moved. The stiffness fell away as I ran, pulled toward the smell. Synapses that died hours before now lit up. Feeling roared through me. Every touch and sound was exciting, but none more than the scent. It was familiar and alluring all at once. The source of the odor lay at the base of a tree. I threw myself at it and tore it open with hands and teeth. I thought nothing could be better than the smell, but the taste was exquisite beyond imagining. My entire body partook of it. Muscles and bones savored it. Ligaments loosened. I was warm, energized. I ate until only bones were left. My mind kicked back in. I pulled a bone from my mouth and examined it. A mammal, dead long before I found it. That's what the smell was. Death. I licked a maggot from my lip and stood, swaying in place. Pleasure raced through my body, softening and strengthening joints and muscles, restoring energy to all the long-dead parts. I twirled my arms through the air. Death suddenly thrilled me. My vision was clearer, my hearing more acute. Each drop of dew showed itself to me in perfect clarity, each blade of grass. Pain was balanced by beauty. The muscles in my legs, my core, my arms, all were hard and strong beneath my touch. My face was covered in open wounds. I loved all of it except the pain and the thick mat of hair on my head. I searched through the underbrush. A piece of obsidian flashed in the moonlight. I forced the sharp edge through my hair, as close to my scalp as possible, and grinned as curly dark locks fell to the ground. My new bald head was perfect. I rocked on the pads of my feet, excited to test my new energy. Even the thought of running, jumping, climbing trees sent shivers of delight through me. A wail in the distance stopped me in my tracks. The sound burned through me, agony beyond my experience. I broke into a run, heading deeper into the forest toward the sound of screaming.